When we look at the natural progression of life, transitioning away from activities we once enjoyed is often a process of evolution rather than loss. As interests, physical abilities, or available time change, people typically experience this in a few meaningful ways. Adaptation. You may find ways to stay involved in an activity in a different capacity. For example, if a builder can no longer spend hours on complex projects, they might shift to mentoring others, designing concepts, or focusing on high-level strategy rather than the technical execution. Legacy and reframing. Past projects often become a knowledge base. The skills you learned while building complex systems, like your Minecraft designs or software prototypes, are transferable. The way you think, how you plan, debug and structure information remains a permanent part of how you approach new problems, regardless of whether you are still doing the original task. Discovering new interests moving on creates a vacuum that is usually filled by new passions. Often, these new interests are built upon the foundation of the old ones. A deep interest in logic and structure in your youth often leads to sophisticated interests in adulthood, such as architecture, engineering, philosophy, or creative leadership. The observer phase. There is a great deal of value in shifting from a creator to an appreciator. By looking back on what you created, you gain perspective and maturity, which changes your relationship with those activities. You stop viewing them as tasks to be conquered and start viewing them as markers of who you were at that time. It is helpful to remember that you are constantly building a library of experiences. Nothing you learn or create is ever truly gone. It becomes the context for the next thing you will do. Since this touches on the concept of how we manage our personal evolution and growth, are you thinking about how your current projects might influence what you want to focus on in the future?